What's going on? Welcome to Bobo Strength and Fitness, the podcast, episode number 1. Oh, damn. Hold on. Yes! Welcome to Bobo Strength and Fitness podcast, episode number 1. Man, I've been waiting a little bit to do this. I'm excited to get to talk to you guys about what I've been focused on at the moment. Things that I know about, things that I'm trying to learn more about, what I'm doing in the gym and what I'm doing with my diet. And in this episode, we're going to talk about refeeds when it comes to being in the middle of a cut. All right. So my original thought of refeeds when I first came to college was they're basically like cheat meals or cheat days that you didn't have to track calories. You could basically eat whatever you want, and it was supposed to improve muscle glycogen, increase the rate of glycogen in the muscles, and basically just get you back on track in the gym to stay strong and not lose any of your strength or muscle gains. And I couldn't have been more completely wrong. So at first, maybe I did once or twice implement those cheat days, which I thought were refeed days. But eventually, I just kind of stopped doing it, and I would just reduce my calories throughout the midst of a cut, which a lot of people do. It's a good strategy to do, but when you get down to too low of a calorie amount, that's tough to maintain. It's not healthy to maintain. So recently, I've been exposed to refeeds again, and this time I've done a little bit more research on it, watched some podcasts, read an article or two, and now I think I have a better understanding of how to implement them correctly and really help stay motivated really during the middle of a weight loss journey, a fat burning cut. So in my eyes, what I've actually just implemented, I just implemented this into my plan this week, is a refeed week where originally I had cut calories from my baseline rate, maintenance rate, right? So I cut calories down so I can lose about 1.5 pounds per week. That's kind of my goal. So that's what I was doing. I was eating around 2,000 calories because I'm an active guy. And I started to hit a plateau, right, where I stopped losing weight. I started at like 210, got down to 193, hit a plateau. So I figured right now I could either cut my calories or I had been hearing all this new stuff about refeeds. And so I decided to try out a refeed week, or 2 weeks actually is when I'm doing my plan. And I had learned a little bit about them. I was listening to Mind Pump, actually, the podcast on YouTube, watching them. They were talking about it a little bit. And they were basically saying you should implement a plan where you set yourself up to eat a maintenance base amount of calories so you're not gaining weight during the refeed. And actually, I also read an article too, so I'm kind of mixing the information that I took in from both of those sources, but I'm telling you guys what I understand about it now. During a refeed, you want to eat the amount of calories where you're going to be able to maintain weight throughout your physical activity, and this is so you're able to maintain the lean body mass as much as you can during a cut, because typically during a cut you're going to lose muscle in your lean body mass while you're burning fat. It's just inevitable when you are in a calorie deficit. That's just how it goes, you know. But the purpose of the refeeds is to try and maintain as much muscle as you can, as much strength as you can. So for 2 weeks, you kind of get back up to normal when it comes to lifting or doing your cardio or whatever. It gives you more energy to kind of keep up where your numbers were. And at the same time, throughout the long run, in theory, it should allow you to maintain as much muscle mass as possible during that cut. And that in turn allows you to, when you reduce your calories again to that amount where you're in a caloric deficit, that should in theory help you burn fat faster because it'll up your metabolism a little bit because you're keeping that lean body mass on, which in turn helps you burn fat during a cut. And so the main reason why I want to try this is because my muscle mass decreases like crazy, man, when I'm in a cut, and I have a scale where I connect it with an app, and I just see that muscle mass go down, the lean body mass go down, and I don't like watching that number decrease. And I mean, I can tell that my strength gains also are reduced. And I see myself as a strength and power athlete. I don't compete or anything, but I would like to in the future. And it makes me feel good when I can hit a new PR on squat, bench, deadlift. I just feel stronger when I can do that, like anybody would. So I like being able to set PRs even in the middle of a cut, and it comes to a point where that can get really, really tough. Almost impossible, I would say. But, I mean, nothing's ever impossible, right? So I'm trying these refeed days. I bumped my calories up from 2,000 to 3,500, which is maintenance for I'm 5'8", 193 pounds, and I'm active. I work out 6 days a week at an intense rate. So I'm doing intense workouts, strength lifting, and cardio afterwards every day. So I'm at a maintenance of 3,500 calories right now, and just right off the bat, I could tell it's tough to get those calories down. I've never been a guy to like try and put on mass because I've always been just a big guy. And the reason I started lifting was to actually lose weight and burn fat. So this is the first time I've really even set my calories to maintain my weight. And if you're eating clean, which I have been doing every now and then, well, I've been trying to eat clean, you know. Sometimes the first day I celebrated, I was like, man, this is a lot of calories. I surprised myself with a pizza from Domino's. But for the most part, I'm eating clean, you know, cooking ground turkey, eggs and potatoes for breakfast, things like that, man. Hold on. And I came to the realization that it's tough to hit those maintenance calories, for me anyway. And my roommate, I'm actually training him as well. I wrote him up a plan, and we were working out together until I got kicked out of our school recreation center just because I ended up taking this path to exercise physiology and dropping out of school, so now I don't have access to that gym anymore. But he's also going back to maintenance calories for a couple of weeks. We're going to see how it goes. Right now, we're struggling to get back up to those maintenance calories. It's more expensive that way. You got to buy more food, right? But so far, I mean, me personally, I'm feeling great in the gym. You know, I'm feeling like I'm not even worried about my diet, which I am. I'm obviously eating more, so that's giving me more energy throughout my workouts. I'm not losing any strength as of now. We'll see how it goes. I got this week, and next week we're going to be doing the refeed, and then we're going to cut our calories down by about 750. That's per day. And that, in theory, should help us burn 1.5 pounds. The thing is, doing these refeeds, putting them in your plan, it's going to lengthen the cut a lot. So if you were to keep reducing your calories and stuff, eventually you're going to lose weight quicker. But honestly, if you lose weight fast, it's kind of tough to maintain that body composition, you know? Because it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable to eat like 1,200 calories a day. For some, maybe it is, but for a guy like me, I'm working out every day, there's no way that's going to happen, right? So being able to implement these refeeds is going to help me in the long run. One, stick to the weight loss program that I'm in right now. It's going to help me maintain my strength, maintain my lean body mass, up my metabolism, so in theory the fat should come off quicker. And in the long run, the program is going to last longer, so it'll be more sustainable at the end. There's no drastic changes that are taking place. It's true lifestyle changes that are going to benefit me and my buddy Jared, who I've been training with, making plans for. So that's it, man. These are going to be pretty short. Pretty short. I kind of feel bad because I'm just talking from personal experience and things that I have read online and listened to and watched online. There's no like true studies that I'm bringing up. I may start to do that a little bit, but I just wanted to get myself off on the right foot, start doing this podcast. Maybe I'll post some training videos here in the near future. We'll see. I'm at this new gym in Kirksville called Warehouse 660. So far, so good. I really like it. Got all the equipment that I need. And compared to the school gym, they have a couple more isolation machines that I'll be using a little bit more. But they've got cardio equipment and all that. And it's been good so far. I'm excited to be there for the next 3 months. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. This will be my first post on YouTube, and hope you like the thumbnail. Hope you like the intro. I guess we'll see you next time. Subscribe, ring that bell, turn notifications on so you get notified whenever I put out a new video. That's it.